Hello and Namaste. I am Mansa Bangal, the presenter of Group 26 for today, and I welcome you all to this presentation on Hiravan. Hiravan is derived from two words, Hira, meaning greenery, and Van, meaning a forest or a beautiful place. Also, Hira means a diamond, in indicating that the city would be as precious as a diamond. So here is the layout of Hiravan. Hiravan is based on a plain land and has a river flowing through it. One bank of the river has an ex situ conservation, and the other has the other components of the city. An artificial canal divides the bank into two parts, and there is a large agricultural area, the city center, the residential zone, and then the industrial area. There is a layer of thick forest, which prevents any damage to the city center and the residential area from the industries. The residential area is divided into square-shaped blocks, and every block has a garden in between, and every 8 blocks have a market in between. The residential area also has a hospital, a fire station, and a police station for emergency situations. Here you can see one such block. These have eco houses, which have temporary water storing system in the underground, and these also purify the water up to some extent so that it can be reused for some purposes. And all the taps in the houses and all the other buildings will have altered nozzles. By this, 85% of the water can be saved as the water is ejected in spray mode. Now, the industrial area is present in the extreme ends of the city, that is the outskirts of the city. They also have a carbon passbook, which will record the amount of carbon emitted by them. The forest department would be maintaining a biodiversity report for the industries, which would be maintaining a record of the biodiversity exploited by them, and the industries would accordingly have to pay a biodiversity tax. So the industries are required to adopt the process of carbon capture and storage. This is briefly how it works. So the carbon which was captured from the industries is transported to places via trucks, from where they are then ejected in the underground, so that the carbon can help the soil in various purposes. So now there have been many instances wherein people have suffered due to the industries in their city. Sometimes toxic gases from the industries harm them. Although the industries in our city do not release much toxic substances due to the various provisions taken care, still we would not want to take any risk with our people's lives. So there is a thick layer of forest which prevents any possible damage due to the industries, and many other precautions have also been taken, which you can see in our website. The city center is the commercial hub of the city. Major tertiary sector activities take place here. Private vehicles, except cycles, are not allowed here. Instead, people can travel by metros and electrical transportation. This helps us to reduce the pollution by discouraging the use of pollution-causing private vehicles. In our city, the commercial buildings are required to have vertical gardens and rooftop gardens. This helps us to promote greenery in our city, and also to reduce the amount of pollution in the atmosphere. Now, coming on to agriculture in the city, the agriculture is done majorly by organic farming. Farming is done in vertical farms, which help us to reduce the amount of land, water, and energy used in agriculture. A lot of water is wasted during agriculture, as we see, but now with the help of vertical farms, it can be prevented. Traditional methods would also be used, but vertical farms would be promoted. They use hydroponics and aeroponics, so they reduce the amount of water wasted. Then the irrigation would be done using auto rahat system. These detect the moisture levels of the soil and according to the needs of the plant, irrigates the soil whenever required. It may also detect the pH levels of the soil and also regulate it. A detailed information on auto rahat is given in our website. You can check it out there. Here you can see the vertical farms which work upon solar energy. These are both botanical and zoological and also have a market. Now coming on to the electricity in the city, it is generated by hydropower and up to some extent solar energy. However, the government buildings use and skyscrapers use windmills, and piezoelectricity is also used. Now for the solar energy, we use special types of solar panels called the butterfly wing solar panels. These are inspired by the wings of the rose butterfly and are thin and much more efficient than the classical ones. They can absorb sunlight regardless of the angle between the panel and the sunlight, making it and are also easy to make. Now the heaven in our city, by heaven we mean all the gardens and ex situ conservation. The city would have many parks and vertical gardens along with urban forests. The urban forests are areas having huge diversity of flora. These forests would be reserved and also accessible to the people. The ex situ conservation has great diversity of all the organisms being terrestrial or aquatic. The waste is collected in two parts, that is the biodegradable and the non-biodegradable waste. The biodegradable waste is either composted in underground landfills or converted into biogas. The non-biodegradable waste, on the other hand, is recycled. The waste is collected using Smart Robo Bin. Smart Robo Bin is a smart, innovative idea through which our city would be called green as well as a smart city. For better garbage management, we have thought of a robotic bin which could help to dispose of the garbage smartly. Here you can see a view of the waste management system along with the electrical urban transport. As you see closely, you will be able to see street lights which have solar panels. The street lights do work on solar energy. They charge during the day and work during the night. The healthcare of Hiravan includes robots and AI. Robots and artificial intelligence help in many things. They increase precision and decrease blood loss during surgeries and also help in maintaining hygiene and filling up forms. The education in Hiravan nurtures children and teaches them to take care of the environment. The schools promote intuitiveness and also promotes the students to ask questions. They also have research centers which are free for the children to use under the supervision of their teachers. There are outdoor classes to promote caring for the environment, and this instills a feeling of care for the environment in the children from a very young age. Now, the schools have a rooftop garden and work on solar energy. The schools also have a circular building which helps in ventilation and also decreases the risk due to earthquakes. Now, talking about earthquakes, the city must be kept safe from any disaster. This would be the responsibility of the QRT, and here you can see the major responsibilities of the QRT. The city is equipped with CCTVs, and for the better functioning of the security system, they are installed with AI and IoT. Whenever a camera is damaged for any reason, a message is sent to the nearby police station and to the headquarters so that the reason behind the damage can be checked and also that the cameras can be corrected instantly. Now here is the picture of Hiravan. Hiravan looks beautiful with the artificial canal and all the greenery in the city. Now, these were our roles. I, Mansa Bangaru, the narrator, producer Ritika Nanvaya, researcher Shyansh Tiwari, designer Divyajot Singh. And to conclude, thank you for listening to us so patiently. Now up for a virtual tour of our city. Do visit our website as well.